Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everyone. Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jayo Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Jai Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Haribo, Haribo, Gaur Haribo. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha, त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं तमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव। श्री श्री पतित पावन गौरनिताय चंद्र की गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
Hare Krishna. It is a great fortune that we have with us His Grace Ananga Mohan Prabhu. How many of you know Ananga Mohan Prabhu? Very nice. Okay, then raise it like this. Okay, there are some people who are new. So Ananga Mohan Prabhu is Vice President of ISKCON Kolkata. He is also Director of 𝐂𝐻𝐌𝐌𝐔𝐍 Forum. Chairman of Rath Yatra, the biggest ISKCON Rath Yatra in the world, Kolkata Rath Yatra. He did his graduation in interior designing, and he has been using his skills in service of Srila Prabhupada. He was very instrumental in developing Bhaktivinoda Ashram, 1 Ulta Ganga Junction Road, the place where A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada first time made his spiritual master, Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada. And when he received instruction that you are a young man, educated man, why don't you take this message of Lord Chaitanya and spread it in English language all over the world? And that's where, the seed of this International Society for Krishna Consciousness was sown. So we see many devotees around the world now are coming to Calcutta because of this renovation of this, especially these two places, Srila Prabhupada's place and Bhaktivinoda Ashram. Ananga has been extremely instrumental in developing both these places. Last time I remember when Raghunath Maharaj came, he loved that place so much. He stayed so many days there. And generally he is very, very particular about interiors, how things should be there and all this thing. And it is very difficult to please him since he will get a lot of feedbacks and all this thing. But I saw when he saw the renovations of Bhaktivinoda, he was so pleased. And he was so happy that he again came back to be at that place. Ananga is also an international preacher. He travels around the world, Singapore, Middle East, Europe, Bangladesh, South Africa, and many other places around the world. And he is extremely famous for his Jagannath Katha, Ramayana Katha. Many times when I travel around different places, I see devotees hearing these classes, especially Bengali devotees. His Bengali classes are very famous in our temple also. Different places where I go, wherever Bengali devotees are there, many times I hear. I went to Bhaktivedanta Hospital, there I saw the voice is coming, I don't know where is it. So I saw some devotees hearing his classes. And he has been also the hidden treasures of Calcutta. And I have been having some inconsiderate arrangement of Prabhupada and Srila Govindev and Mahaprabhu. I have some good fortune of serving with him for many, many years, more than 15 years. So I'm so happy that today he's there with us to inaugurate our Janmastami festival.
Okay, thanks.
So let us welcome His Grace Ananga Mohan Prabhu by loudly chanting 3 times.
हरे कृष्णा। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 25th. Lord Krishna lifts Govardhan Hill, text number 2. So I will just read the shloka and translation and purport. Ganang Sangvartakang Nama मेघानां चान्तकारिणीनां इन्द्र प्रचोदयत् क्रुद्धो वाक्यं चाहेशमन्युते गणं संवार्तकं नाम मेघानां चान्तकारिणाम् इन्द्रः प्रचोदयत् क्रुद्धो वाक्यं चाहेशमन्युत गणं संवार्तकं नाम मेघानां चान्तकारिणाम् इन्द्रः प्रचोदयत् क्रुद्धो वाक्यं चाहेशमन्युते Mothers, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation: Angry Indra sent forth the clouds of universal destruction known as Samvartaka. Imagining himself the supreme controller, he spoke as follows. Purport: the word Ishamani here is very significant. Indra arrogantly considered himself to be the Lord, and thus he exhibited a typical attitude of conditioned soul. Many thinkers in the 12th century have noted the exaggerated sense of individual prestige characteristic of our culture. Indeed, writers have even coined the phrase the me generation. Everyone in this world is more or less guilty of the syndrome of Ishamana, or proudly considering oneself the Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalang Shri Gurung Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupang Sagrajatang Sahagana Raghunathanitang Tvang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhannitamscha Namayom Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्नाय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिशे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नीलाचल निवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। पञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं। हरे कृष्णा। So, thank you very much for allowing me to come for this wonderful festival. Special thanks to all Goshala devotees and my very dear godbrother and friend, His Grace Acharyatana Prabhu. And thank you very much for coming for the Bhagavatam class and the festival today that is starting for Janmastami Mahamahotsav 2024. Hari Bol. So, the big arrangement. I was just thinking by seeing this arrangement, maybe second Rath Yatra is happening here. It is such a big and huge festival. So this is very wonderful. Wherever Gaurunita is there, wherever Srila Prabhupada's mercy flowing, actually it is so glorious to see that so many devotees and so many conditioned souls are getting mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So it has been stated that more we hear about Krishna, more we love him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Chaitanya Charitamrita, very nicely he is speaking, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Shaddha Kobu Noy Shravanadi Shuddha Chitte Karahoyoday. This dormant Krishna consciousness is everywhere and everyone is having. But it gets, it arises in the heart when we start hearing about Krishna. So it is very important that we all come together and we hear Krishna's glories. How we will understand that how much we are loving Krishna, or whether we have at least having some pinch of attachment to the lotus feet of Krishna. So the acharyas are saying, you can understand or you can introspect when you are more interested to hear about the glories and chant Krishna's name more and more, then you will understand then Krishna has mercifully blessed you. One Janmastami festival in the beginning days of ISKCON, the devotees just started observing festival, maybe 1 or 2 years. And Prabhupada has already released and printed the Krishna book. So everybody was in a new culture for them. And they were excited because pure devotee Krishna's, Prabhupada was there with them. So many of them first time did Janmashtami. And they were fasting first time. Because material world means there should not be any fasting, it is only feasting only. So when everybody was concentrating that 12 o'clock when Abhishek will be done and we can have a nice plate, and many of them are going and peeping in the kitchen what is happening, and they are seeing that the future is very bright because lot of items are there. So the first time of them, those who are doing, they were so excited that now the time has come, we will relish Krishna Prasad. Sri Gaurunita ki. So just the Abhishek got finished and everybody was going by banging their plates. that, now Mahaprasade Govinde, wonderful, we will enjoy. And then suddenly Prabhupada called them. You all come to my room. So they all went and they thought that Prabhupada will give some special prasad. Indeed, it was a very special prasad. And Prabhupada said, today is Janmastami, Krishna just took birth, let us all read from Krishna book. It was something like this what happened here also. Nobody gave a big Haribol. So everybody was confused. What Swamiji is saying? It is a prasadam time. And we already have in our lab the most interesting thing. That is the plate where things will be served. And they were so excited. But then Swamiji is saying, and he is also fasting. It is not like that Prabhupada has broken his fast. He said that let's discuss and hear about Krishna. So, what to do? So they all got the book and Prabhupada said, read from the advent of Krishna. Krishna is taking birth. So when they read, and when the ending part came, here ends the first chapter of Krishna book, such and everybody said loudly. And Prabhupada said, next chapter. So then they understood it is going to be very special Janmashtami this year. So Krishna has made us in that way that naturally Krishna has given us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So more is hearing and little speaking. Naturally ears are open, and unless you speak, naturally your lips are closed. And more it is closed, it is better. You know what I am saying. But you can open it when you hear Krishna's glories very beautifully. In this material world, every single person, according to scriptures, they are interested to know about some subject matters. First is romance. Second is politics. And third is sports. If you see the newspapers, I'm not saying that you go and buy and start reading. You all are matured adults and you're practicing Krishna consciousness. These are the 3 subject matters that the whole world is moving around. Romance, then politics, and then sports. Now you tell me, anything less is there in Krishna Lila? There is romance, ultimate romance. Shri Radha Govinda Dev ki, Vrindavan Dham ki, Gopinath ji ki. And then there is enough politics is there. And what is the result of the politics? Malinai mochanam pumsam jalasnanam dine dine sakrit gritamrita snanam sangsara malanashanam. Even in the middle of churning of that politics of Mahabharata comes out this beautiful, 2 friends are talking to each other. The best gift that ever one person has received from their friend, that is Bhagavad Gita. And sports. In Vrindavan, so many sports Krishna did. And his life is a sport. So that is the reason Krishna is all attractive. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradi Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. And because Krishna is attractive, anything you want to get from someone, it's there in Krishna. But the devotees, they want only one thing, and that is Krishna's love only. That is the reason it is so beautiful to see that you all have arranged a Krishna Katha. More we hear, we become Ugrashrava, and then more all our contamination of heart will go away. When Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur second time met Srila Prabhupada, and he was introduced by his godbrother that he is Abhay Babu from Kolkata, he has come to meet you and take initiation. And immediately Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, I know him, he is very eager to hear Krishna Lila. Because he remembered in Vrindavan when he met, second time, this was the third time, everybody went to see Sesasai Vishnu, the deity of the Lord, but few stayed back to hear about Krishna, and one of them was Abhay Babu. He is our dear Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So it has been stated that more we hear about Krishna, more we become close to Krishna's lotus feet. Shravana. The Shravan is very important for all of us. The whole culture, as you all know, whatever we hear, it becomes a thought, thought becomes words, words becomes action, actions become habit, habit becomes nature, nature becomes character. And together as everybody's character, a culture has been created. So more we hear, Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Bhagavati Uttama Sloke, Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtuke, Srimad Bhagavatam speaks. So let us all start this journey of this year's Janmastami. The more we hear, one thing is sure, that is we will be more closer to Krishna. And our spiritual masters and Srila Prabhupada will be so happy with all of us. That's why among the all 5 limbs of devotional service which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives, Sadhu Sangha, Nam Kirtan, Bhagavata Shravan, Mathura Vas, Srimurti, Shraddha, Sevan, Sakal Sadhan Sreshto ei Pancha Anga, Krishna Prem Janma ei Pancher, Alpo Sangha. And among these 5, potent Krishna's connection is Srimad Bhagavatam also. Why Srimad Bhagavatam? Because it is the heart of Krishna. Why? Because his devotees are there. Krishna's words are Bhagavad Gita. Krishna's heart is Srimad Bhagavatam. And if you want to know what is going on in the mind of Krishna, then you have to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. According to the Acharyas, this is explanation has been given. So, Krishna comes for many reasons. Ete chamsa kalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Indri Ari Vakulam Loke Mudayanti Yuge Yuge Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya Chidushkritam Dharma Sangstha Punarathaya Sambhavami Yuge Yuge Bhakto Gane Shuk Dite Prabhu Avatar Jatha Jagga Taha Karena Vyavahar. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakto Gane Shuk Dite. Sukh, to give his devotees pleasure, that's why Krishna comes. And beside that, he also takes care of some miscreants, those who are creating subtle problem. The main purpose of Krishna's coming is to give pleasure to his devotees and taking care of them. So that is the reason why Krishna comes. And Krishna does so many beautiful pastimes to attract his devotees towards his lotus feet and to deliver the miscreants who are creating problem and make balance in this world and establish the spirituality and the divinity in this world. There are innumerable beautiful pastimes of Krishna. Each and every pastime of Krishna is just like nectar. It is just like Ikkudanda. Ikkudanda means it is just like a sugar cane. How many of you have tasted sugar cane? How many of you have chewed it? Pakka? Okay, because in Calcutta you get only juice. Maybe sometimes people don't see what is sugar cane. So sugar cane, it has been stated by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is just like Ikkudanda. Ikkudanda means Krishna's pastimes are so sweet. Ikkudanda means if the sugar cane in the top you bite, it is sweet. Don't worry, today is not fasting, so you can enjoy the sweet sugar cane. So in middle also if you bite, at the end also if you bite, it is sweet only. It is only sweet and only sweet. So that's why the Acharyas are always encouraged to hear about Krishna's glories. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to every day hear Krishna's glories from different devotees, especially from Gadadhar Pandit. And by this he established, Apane Achari Prabhu Jibere Shikhai, that how it is important that we all come together and hear about the Lord. And when we hear about the Lord, what should happen in our heart? By hearing, there are 4 stages of successful hearing according to Ramayana. First is hearing, you hear about the Lord. That is called Shravanam. Then the second part is Mananam. Manan means you are contemplating whatever you have heard. That is very important. You should remember what you have heard. And the third one is Nidhi Dhyanam, means you apply those things in your life. It is not like Asche Bachor. No, it is not like that. You know, there is a singing in Bengali, next year again we'll have Janmastami. No, it must change your heart, it must change your consciousness. By hearing what happened 2023, in 2024, certain things must have developed, and certain things which are not good for my devotional service must have eradicated. That happens when we practice these things. Shravan, Manan, Nidhi Dhyanam, and the fourth one is Kirtanam. You cannot just keep it with yourself. You must speak to someone about the glories of Krishna. So here, today, I have chosen this because this actually creates a lot of problem in today's world. There is a word newly, you must be knowing better than me, because you're all working and dealing with the material world. We are also dealing, but not in the way that we are in the temple only, but we deal because we are in the material world. That is called magnomaniac. Don't search it, later part you can search. The magnomaniac means he wants to control everyone. Just like Srila Radhanath Swami Guru Maharaj always says that everybody wants to control everyone, but they don't want to be controlled. Hare Krishna. But how it is going to happen? Every action is having a opposite reaction. You want to control someone, they will also control you in a different way. So more we understand Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, this problem is by birth. Whenever we come to this material world, these problems are there because of these three gunas we get in touch. Urdham gacchati sattvata madhye tishta rajasa jaganna guna vrittasa adho gachanti tamasa. Because of these three guna, daivi hasya gunamayi mama maya durate, very difficult to cross. That's why Krishna says, what happens to a living entity? When a living entity is in the mummy's tummy, they pray, Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shayanam, ahi sangsare, bahudustare, kripa paraheri murare. Oh Krishna, please save me, save me, save me. Krishna tells that as Paramatma, you will remember me when you come out. And the soul says, I will remember. Please, please, make me come out from this pain. And when it comes out, he or she, they immediately see the Shapuliji Palunji's beautiful flights. And they see the beautiful lights of Park Street, then South City Mall, different malls. In Sanskrit, mall means different meaning, but English mall is different. So different malls they see. And then they discuss and they think that, I will remember you, Krishna, give me some time, let me enjoy this material world, let me control certain things, because something needs to be controlled. Sometimes we go out for preaching for a few days and we come back and we see certain things, kuch to gadbad hai, aapko turant control karna padega sab kuch. Everything is going here and there. We need to take care of it. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Prakriti kramanani gunai karmani sarvasaha ahankara vimhuda atma karta aham iti manyate. It's there in every single person. Every single person. And it's very strange actually. When the ego hurts, when ego goes up, even if somebody tells you something good, it is very difficult to digest that. In Lakshman Jhula, have you seen Lakshman Jhula in Rishikesh? So in Lakshman Jhula, two ants were talking about, life, material world, and all this gossip they were doing. Suddenly a big elephant comes and the Lakshman Jhula start moving like this, and they become very upset with the elephant. And one person said, one ant is saying to another ant, let's go and beat him. You are understanding? Who is saying to beat whom? Ant is saying to beat. And the other person saying, leave him, he is alone, we are two. छोड़ दे यार, वो अकेला है, हम दो हैं. बराबर में होना चाहिए. वो भी दो होता तो देख लेते. So that is called ego. And it is very, very surprising that we hear about it, we try to tolerate it, but when the time comes and you see something, your seat is getting little shaken, You search for Fevicol. Fevicol ka majboot jod. You feel that, let me fix it. But a hook or crook. So beautifully here, in this beautiful Govardhan Lila, is a beautifully described. Please read whenever you have. I think all of you have read also. So I will just briefly tell you. What happens actually, Krishna comes back from Gocharan, from heading the cows, and sees that some puja's arrangement is going on. Nanda Baba says that we are going to worship, Indra, because we are Vaishyas, and Krishi, Gorokha and Banijya, these are our work. And because of the cows, we need to have nice grass and water and fruits and trees and leaves. And that comes when Indra gives water. And Krishna understood, he is sitting in everybody's heart. Riddesh Arjuna Tishtati, he is seeing that Indra needs to be a little bit controlled. Because he thinks himself that he is the best and he is lording over everyone. And he sometimes forgets that what is his position. So what happens actually, Krishna says, no need to go for worshipping Indra, because we are getting everything from the hill of Govardhan. So let us worship him. So then there is a talk goes on, very nicely. Krishna speaks about karma mimamsa and all, why this happened, that happens. And the very, detailed discussion goes on. But what to do? Krishna is Krishna, he is Bhagpatu. His Bhagpatu means when Krishna starts speaking, nobody can win. He is expert in delivering his speech and convincing others. As you know, that even Balaram was controlled by his talk only, even if he is senior. But when Krishna speaks and Balaram says, now everything is gone. Whatever I said, he will just demolish it. So Krishna, he very sweetly convinces the Brajavasis that it is very difficult, that, it is not possible that we worship Indra. He has to give depending on whatever he is supposed to give. And he tells that rain happens in the sea also. What is the need of the rain in the sea? Sea is already having water. So many juktis, so many arguments Krishna, brings out, that Nanda Maharaj is a simple person, simple-hearted Vaishnav. And he loves Krishna. Just imagine if Gauranga Nityananda comes and tells you something. Please samajh jao. Is there any other way that you will not say no? No, we have to say yes. Because they are our everything. So when he started speaking, the Nanda Maharaj said, okay, what to do, you tell me. So Krishna said that, let us worship Govardhan hill because his name is Govardhan. Go means cows and Vardhan means increasing the accounts of cows. Nanda Maharaj had 9 lakh cows. Just imagine, in previous ages, how many cows you have, that was the bank balance. That was, what do you call that? The people used to count how much cows you have. Depending on how much cow you have, that much rich you are. In that regard, in so many centers of ISKCON Goshala is the richest. Hare Krishna. ISKCON Newtown is the richest because you have Goshala. Because no other centers as of now has cows. Before British time, the history says, whenever there is a newborn in a family in India, they will bring 4 cows. The ratio between cows and humans in India was 1:4. Because everything, no palm oil, no refined oil was there. Everything was being made by ghee, makhan, dahi, all coming from milk. So in that regard, we are not only vegetarians, we are lacto-vegetarians. Lacto means milk, milk products. So he said that Govardhan, and then he starts glorifying Govardhan hill. Actually, when he glorifies Govardhan hill, because Govardhan is among the Haridasas, among the Vrindavans, all the gopis, they are envious about Govardhan because he is the best devotee of the Lord. My spiritual master used to say, Srila Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, Gurudev used to say that Govardhan is the biggest deity of Krishna where the curtain never gets closed. Always you can take darshan of Giriraj Govardhan. Namo Haridasaya Govardhana Namine Asesha Klesha Nashaya Paramananda Pradayine. That he always gives pleasure, Giriraj Govardhan. And never, you will always get 24/7, you will get darshan. So Giriraj Govardhan is non-different from Krishna himself, because Krishna, in this Lila, he personally became, one with Govardhan. And he is also the best devotee. So Krishna then said that no need to wait for making other arrangements of Govardhan. Whatever you have collected and got ready for Indra worship, you offer that to Govardhan. Now if there is a saying in Hindi, Bhagavan jab deta hai, छप्पड़ फाड़ के देता है, भगवान जब लेता है छप्पड़ फाड़ के ही लेता है. If Krishna wants you to control you, nobody can. Rakhe hori, mare hori. So if Krishna is a little bit upset and he wants you to learn some lesson, who will stop you? So Krishna wants you to more give tight, more give, irritations to Indra. And at that time, when they started worshipping Govardhan, and they were very happy to worship Govardhan. The explanation, beautiful explanation and beautiful narration has been given that what different festivals they had, what items they used, what items they offered. Actually, one time I was serving Srila Radhanath Swami Guru Maharaj in Calcutta, and we served him Rasgulla. So at that time he asked me, who invented Rasgulla? Then I said that, Maharaj, still the case is going on between Odisha and Bengal. Yeah, that who invented Rasgulla? So Maharaj said, Guru Maharaj said that, bring Krishna book. Then I said that you are taking prasad. I said, no, you will read, I will eat only. But you will read and bring out Govardhan Lila. And there it is mentioned Rasgulla. So he said that it is in the spiritual world. Rasgulla is there. See, I remember. So Maharaj is so, intelligent. And he remembered that this Rasgulla in Govardhan Lila, it has been mentioned, Prabhupada is mentioning in Krishna book. So they all offered. And what happened actually, Krishna's innumerable power, Krishna made Govardhan, show his spiritual potencies. And immediately Krishna, just like Krishna is standing here, but one Krishna took the form of Giriraj Govardhan, and Govardhan's mouth opened, and he started speaking, Aniyor, 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 give me more, give me more, give me more. And all the items were finished, then the fruits were offered, everything was offered. And then Gopal Champu and many other scriptures says that at last Balaram understood what to do. And then he took a beautiful Tulsi Manjari with Tulsi leaves and put it in Govardhan's mouth, and then Govardhan became Santushtam, totally peaceful. And what happened after that? All the things that Govardhan has accepted, he again bought them back and distributed among his devotees. So Krishna is taking points. Krishna is saying, you see, did Indra come and take your offering like this? Did Indra give you back the offerings like this? But Giriraj did. And then Krishna first time, what he did a Govardhan Parikrama. He started it. He said that now we will circumambulate Giriraj Govardhan. Bolo Giriraj Maharaj ki, Govardhan Lal ki. So then he did the Parikrama. And then everybody was so happy, they were chanting, dancing. And immediately what happened? All the people, from the heavenly planets, those who are followers of Indra, because when Indra gets something, they also get shares. Sometimes some people, there is a chain. That's like we have parampara. there is a parampara also. So they will get, whatever percentages. So they said that, what will happen? They are insulting Indra. So immediately they went and informed. And whenever, some people go, they don't see it in a simplified way. They add mirchi, they add masala. And then what happened? Indra, he was thinking that this is too much. How dare? Because he never understood, because of his attachment to his position. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he gives a very nice analogy, and all the demons of Vrindavan, including the devotees, like Indra, whatever has happened, he identifies them with anartha. So Indra at that time was proud, and then Krishna here forbids the Devtas worship. Krishna wants that everybody should worship me. Rama Shambhur Brahma Marupati Ganesharchito Pado Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatume. So these two things represents this Lila of Indra. So he became so upset. Here you can see that he sends Samvartaka. Samvartaka is a cloud. Just imagine that he never, so many years they have done this worship, but they forgot that. But only 1 year they are worshipping, and that is also Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is doing it, but he never understood. In the material world also, anything is there in Bhagavatam and Mahabharata, Ramayana, you will see that all these things are happening beside us also. That whatever good thing you do for a person, the material nature is something like this, that they will forget. But the little bit something you do, then they are upset. Mahabharata says that everything goes okay as long as you say yes. But if you want to test a person's character and the relationship, just once say no. अभी तक तुम जो कर रहा है करने दो, ठीक है, तुम प्रचार करो, ये करो, गाड़ी लो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एक दिन बोल के देखो नो, तब देखना स्वरूपे सवार হয় গোলকেতে স্থিতি বৈকুণ্ঠে ক্ষীরদাসাই কমলারপতি. Then you will show the real form. That the real thing comes out. You all can come a little bit more closer to me. Here we are all vegetarians. Don't be afraid of myself. Please come more closer. So then Krishna just stopped once, that no, this time you won't worship him. And then what happens actually? The real thing comes out, the ego is hurt. And then Indra, what he does, he sends Samvartaka. Samvartaka is a cloud which comes during the devastation. And then there was a big, the pillars of rains. Rains were falling like pillars. Here in Kolkata for last few days, some little rain is happening, and the flowers are so expensive now, Hare Krishna, because the flowers are getting damaged. And not only then people are thinking, itna barish, band karo Baba. But just imagine what happened during that time 5,000 years back in Govardhan Lila. So immediately, he started to destroy. Now please remember, he is a devotee. बाकी जितना भी आए थे from Kamsa's gift, it was a few minutes Krishna delivered. And here 7 days and 7 nights the rain was there. And Krishna, what he did, all the people came and told Nanda Maharaj, not arguing or complaining, he said, what to do? He said that only one person to go. And who is he? Loudly. Krishna. Yes, there is no other way to go to Krishna only. And Krishna understood what to do. So what Krishna did, near Jatipura there is a place, Jatipura. He put his lotus hand inside Govardhan, and then immediately, hold it in his left hand little finger. Just like it is said, an elephant, baby elephant plucks a mushroom without any hesitation. Similarly, he just plucked he plucked Govardhan, the big hill. Govardhan was very big at that time. His shadow used to fall in Kamsa's palace. That much tall Govardhan was. Just imagine, that was the size of Govardhan at that time. He is Giriraj, the biggest of the hills. So he just took it, he took it, and everybody was astonished to see that inside Govardhan, all the arrangement has been done previously. There are ramps where the cows can go, and there is staircases where devotees can walk. Hare Krishna. And there are footsteps. And there is lights, nice flowers. Just imagine you go inside a hill and all these arrangements are there, and Krishna Balaram is standing by holding Govardhan. How you will feel? And they were so happy. They said that how it is possible? It is possible because Mukham karoti vachalam Pangum langayati grim. Jat kripatamaham bande paramananda madhavam. Because he is pavitram paramidam. Mangalam Bhagavan Vishnu, Mangalam Garuda Dhvaja, Mangalam Pundari Kaksha, Mangalayo Tanohari. Everything about Krishna is auspicious. How there will be inauspicious? If Krishna is there, first of all, he cannot stay without food. Hare Krishna. He needs more makhan, he needs more. Even he is not satisfied with Nandanani. He goes and steals. So he makes his arrangement for his devotees also. And I can't explain because time is less. Please go through what were there inside Govardhan Hill. There were beautiful nectarian water. Nobody was feeling fatigue. Everybody was dancing for 7 days and 7 nights. Just imagine a festival or a party. In today's world, everybody wants to go to party, no? We want to be partying, yay! They say, we want to go to party, aaj maza hai, sara raat party karenge, late night, stay over, all these words are there. So we also stay over with Krishna on Saturday night, Friday night, and we come for Mangalarati. Prabhupada was being asked by the St. Xavier's school students that you are making a temple, a big temple in a city in Mayapur. Will there be discotheque? Then Prabhupada said, wherever we go, we make it first. And Prabhupada also says in Calcutta, he says that our discotheque starts from 4:15 in the morning, when your discotheque closes. And here no need to pay, free prasadam, Hari Bol. So that is partying with Krishna. Actually what happened, I tell you, the scripture says, Bhagavatam says, Krishna, there is a saying in Bengali, Ek dhile dui pakhi. In one thing, he does many devotees and many things possible. Actually, Krishna, he wants to fulfill his devotees' desire. In Vrindavan, even the cows, even the Yashoda's Sakhis, the motherly people, personalities, even their friends, every single person was sometimes thinking in their heart that ऐसा कौन सा कब दिन आएगा जब हम 24 घंटा कृष्ण के साथ रहेंगे. 24 घंटा, जस्ट इमेजिन, दर्शन बंद ही नहीं है, 24 घंटा दर्शन खुला है. एंड कृष्ण घूम रहे हैं, फिर रहे हैं, एंड यू कैन सी हिम, एंड यू कैन सी बलराम. हाउ डू यू फील? ऐसा होता तो कैसा होता? थोड़ा बोलो बाबा ना. अच्छा होता है या कैसा लगता है आप लोगों को? अच्छा लगता ना. ये फील, आपको देख के सबके चेहरे में हंसी आ गया है सोच के. So they will feel that, Jashoda is so lucky, Nanda Baba is so lucky, Rohini is so lucky, always seeing these beautiful boys, Krishna and Balaram. They are so lucky. So is there any way that we can get Krishna's association day and night? Prabhupada came back in the night, from a program. And the devotees, asked him to take rest. So Prabhupada went inside the room and locked it. The devotees thought, what happens a pure devotee when he is alone? What he does in the room? So some of them, they were peeping from the keyhole of the door, what Prabhupada is doing. And suddenly they saw from that side, another eye is seeing this side. So immediately the Guruji hai na, he understands, what is going on. Maybe you are thinking, one devotee, he is thinking that I want a Maha Chappal of Prabhupada. So when Prabhupada was giving class, he got the same chappal, same color, same size, everything is same. And Prabhupada came and he took the old one and he kept it the new one. And Prabhupada came and Prabhupada was inside giving class. He came and he wore the new shoes and said, old one you can keep. How he comes to know? Because he knows. He knows because Krishna is sitting in his heart. So these are the things. So Krishna also knew the heart, how I can give pleasure to my devotees. There is a competition going on between pure devotees and Krishna. Who can please him more? Krishna is trying to please him more. Just imagine, Krishna broke his promise of, I will not take any weapon. Because Bhishma Pitama said, I will break it. That's why he never took any risk again. And he's saying in Bhagavad Gita, Kontya prati jannahi name bhakta pranashati. You tell that my devotees will be never perished. Why? Because if some devotee says, no, it will be perished, it will be perished. He loves his devotees so much. Our Krishna is not holding a thunderbolt and sitting. It is Indra only who does that. Because of his sevas and everything. And here we are not criticizing Indra. We are just trying to learn because they are Tejasam na dosham. They are great personalities. These pastimes we need to understand in the light of the Acharya's commentaries that we should not do the same mistake. That is the reason they are acting in this way. So, Krishna then, understanding that everybody wants to be with me, he also arranged this Govardhan Lila, where even the cows were 24 hours into 7. 7 days, 7 nights, he was just holding, and everybody was enjoying, they are partying, they are enjoying with Krishna. Just imagine, ye charon aur Gaur Nitai ka, we are all dancing 7 days and 7 nights. Don't worry, हम लोग उतना नहीं कर पाएंगे. सोच के ही अच्छा लग रहा है, but we need that love. कभी कभी हम लोग एक सेवा करते करते थक जाते हैं, बोलते हैं ये सेवा बहुत दिन हो गया, दूसरा चेंज करते हैं. That is our condition. That is our conditioning. But they don't change. They always do. Krishna is never changed. Achyuta, his devotees are also same Gotra, Achyuta. They don't say, they don't want to change anything. They want to be in the same. Sthane Sthita. Same place they want to. So when Krishna did that, and when nobody can do anything, Indra understood, even because of the Krishna's beautiful touch, the divine touch, above Govardhan there were so many animals and trees, not a single tree was damaged. Not a single animal was disturbed. Because Krishna has touched. So more we are with Krishna, there will be no damage. Even in material world, so much rain will be there. But if you are connected with Krishna, with the holy name, Sadhu Sangha, association of devotees, chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, Srimad Bhagavatam, worshipping the deity, taking shelter in the dham, so then there will be no problem. If you are in touch, but more we are detached, then the problem starts. पिताजी का संपत्ति पाने के लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? हाँ, जिंदा रहना पड़ता है. You have to be live. मर जाएंगे तो कैसे होगा? तो बोले पिताजी का सेवा करना पड़ेगा, ये करना नहीं. You have to be alive. Similarly, to get Krishna's mercy, and you want that Krishna must love, then you must be in touch with Krishna. I was hearing Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, one beautiful, lifestyle that he used to do. Whenever he used to miss Prabhupada, he used to start chanting. And then when devotees asked, why do you do that? He said that, I feel the touch of Prabhupada in these beads. Isn't it wonderful? Our spiritual masters have chanted in that, and his touch is there. That is Tadiya. And it is there with us. The Guru is with you. But sometimes we don't understand. We feel that, kahan satsang nahi mil raha hai, samay nahi milta hai. But Krishna is there, and Krishna's devotees have already gifted us. Gaurunita has appeared. और क्या चाहिए? हमको और कुछ नहीं चाहिए. So immediately when Krishna was playing and they were enjoying, Indra understood the problem. His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj Gurudev used to say that one time I was so puffed up because of my position of temple commander, I used to be very heavy on devotees. So one day Prabhupada came, and Prabhupada heard from different devotees the glories of mine, Hare Krishna. And then immediately he called me and bought that Bring Srimad Bhagavatam first canto. And then he bought that first canto, and then Prabhupada was given. Prabhupada saw, all of you remember first canto? What is the picture of the first canto? In the universe, the blue, and there are so many planetary systems. And then Prabhupada said, this is creation, and there are innumerable creation. And among innumerable creation, there is one creation which is called sun planet, and it has a earth. In that big earth, there are so many continents. There is America. America is also very big. In that America, there is Los Angeles. In that big Los Angeles, there are so many places, so many houses and everything. There is a small Hare Krishna temple. In that small Hare Krishna temple, the temple commander feels that he is ultimate. So Gurudev is saying that I was just like a football. It is somebody has punctured it. It is said also that 22 people kicks a football as long as pump is there, the air is there inside. So no need to become football. It is better to release the air. But more we become proud, and there is a chance of becoming proud. You know why? Because that is the constitutional position of forgetfulness of Krishna. And especially in a devotee circle, if you are few years, this is my experience, if you are few years, whether you are a brahmachari, whether you are a grihastha, if you are wearing kanthi, if you are wearing tilak, and standard you are following, people will start following you. They will worship you in their mind. They will ask you what to do in my life. Sometimes people ask whether I should get married or not, which I dare to answer, you decide, Hare Krishna. And then they ask so many things because they depend on you. And sometimes we may feel, I am controlling so many people. How many counsellors we have, how many projects we have. So Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur used to say, Sadhu Savdhan. So he used to say also and quote Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. They have written a very nice sloka. He said, Sarva aparadha hiyaya sarva anartha vibhuschaya kuru pratisthaya visthaya yantre asparshanam hare. That all the problem starts from pratishtha, which comes from ego actually. That I am the doer. In this material world also, if you see, the husband is thinking, I am the doer, I am bringing money, I am doing business. The lady of the house is thinking, I am controlling everything because of me, I am saving money, I purchase that, I purchase that. The babies are saying, we little cry, our parents are disturbed, and whatever we want with a cry, you control them. And then when the maid does not come, then you understand who is controlling the house. That's the problem of this material world. It is very difficult to understand. And then, you may feel that you are controller. Actually, you are not actually a controller. How can you control yourself? You cannot control yourself only. Can you control your growth? Can you become Chaturkumaras? Little babies? Don't try. We will be in problem. No, because it is not possible. So sometimes, material world, we have to be very, especially for devotees that we are discussing, and that includes me also. Sarva upadhi binir muktam tatparat tera nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam bhakti ruchat. Indra immediately took shelter at the lotus feet by holding the tail of Suravi cow, because he was not having the, sahas, or what do you call that? He was not feeling comfortable and confident enough to go in front of the Lord. Immediately he understood that I have done something wrong. So it is said that more humble we are, more mercy will flow. Mercy flows from up to down. You cannot just take a gun and say, give me mercy. So they may give you some at that time, okay, blessing, but they will never see you again. Because they will be afraid that what this person is. Crazy. So, in our life also, unless and until we are cautious. So Krishna says, what I like among my devotees. So in 12th chapter, please read it when you have time. Krishna says in 12th chapter, 13 and 14 number shloka, one who is not envious, but is a kind friend of all living entities, who does not think himself the proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-control, and engaged in devotional service with determination. His mind and intelligence fixed on me. Such a devotee of mine is very, very dear to me. Isn't it nice? Then also Krishna continues in 12 and 15 that he by whom no one is put into difficulty, who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equiposed in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. Who is in anxiety, you tell me? Who wants to be a controller? Now sometimes, we are afraid because you are attached to something. But if you don't have anything, if you are mentally not attached, so what is the fear? Because now in ISKCON temples, nobody worries about prasad. Because the prasad is there, so detached. Hare Krishna. Prasad hai na, chalega, mil jayega. So similarly, we need to be introspective in our day-to-day life. In every Janmastami, every festival comes, whether this quality, these are the checklists that Krishna multiple choice given in 12.13 to 12.15, 16. That you read and you understand this checklist. Last 2023 Janmastami and today 2024 Janmastami. What are the checklist I have already ticked? Be honest, how many of you do you feel that you have overcome envy? Please raise your hand. No one is, even me. Hare Krishna. It's difficult. How many of you feel that in distress and happiness we are all equal? Prasad mile nahi mile, koi chinta nahi, paneer mile ya nahi mile, gulab jamun mile nahi mile. कभी कभी ऐसा होता है ना, इच्छा होता है खाने का, तो ऐसे होता था, अभी भी होता है. हे गुलाब जामुन प्रभु जी, इधर आओ, इधर आओ, इधर दो, इधर दो, इधर दो, और इधर दो दे दो. उसको शर्म आता है अपने लिए मांगने का. कहाँ जा रहा है? उनको दो, इधर 2-3 दे दो. Hey, they don't want to take that blame that they want. सबको खिलाएगा, खुद भी मरेगा, सबको मार के भी मरेगा. No, that is the way that in the material world they do. But we need to understand that if we want to go back to Krishna, we should be detached. And what any position and power, that is temporary. Alan, what is his name? Is the strong. It's really difficult to spell these English words. Can you spell? Arnold? Anyway, you understood, right? Thank you. So when he was a mayor, he inaugurated one beautiful guest house. And they said that whenever you come, we will give you free stay because you have inaugurated. But his mayor post gone, he was free, so he went to that hotel and they said that there is no room free. So he with his sleeping bag slept down underneath his statue and wrote in the social media, rest assured with power and position everything will go away one day. But in Krishna's thing will never go away. If you do a little bit for Krishna, na, neha bikramana nasti praggavadaya vidyate salpamapi asya dharmasya trayato mahato bhaya. He will never leave us. And the beauty of Krishna consciousness is that Krishna, just like tolerated 7 days and 7 nights Indra, but don't become Indra, that Krishna has to tolerate. No, even if we go little mad, but Krishna sends in our life devotees. Krishna sends in our life Guru, spiritual friends, devotees, equals. And if we are humble enough, and if we are careful about our spiritual life, then Krishna will protect us. By hearing, by seeing this, I remember one story. One day the pot and the cover, they were talking. Lota and Dhakkan. You know Dhakkan? In Hindi, Dhakkan means Buddhu, fool. Isliye bolte Dhakkan hai. But why that came, I will tell you the story behind it. Why Dhakkan became Dhakkan. So the pot, and there was a fight going on between the pot and the Dhakkan. The Dhakkan said that you are giving water and quenching thirst of everyone, but not to me. The hands came, the lota came, the glass came, vati came, thali came. Everybody got water, but you never gave me water. But I am so close to you. Then the pot said, everybody came and they bent. नीचे झुके, झुकना पड़ा सबको. Then I was able to give. But तुम तो सर के ऊपर बैठ कर रख रहा है. Then how can I give you? Because you are not humble. Similarly, trinadapi suni chena taroreva sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahare. See, sometimes in life, arguments and everything will not work. Actually, as Prabhupada said, without spirituality in this world, it is very difficult. You cannot actually, it is not possible to get happiness in this world. Dukkhalayam nasashwatam, Krishna has branded it. However, the devotees, they are careful because of Srimad Bhagavatam and beautiful pastimes of Krishna. When one person with love and intentionally, they are trying their level best to purify themselves, Krishna protects them. Because Krishna is very kind. But we need to be following. There must be, then Mahabharata says, intention is more important than the skill. Krishna has given us, sometimes I feel, in today's world, everybody, that is touching our devotee circle also. I sometimes see, तुम क्या कर रहा है? गाना सीख रहे हैं. तुम अभी क्या कर रहा है? मैं यज्ञ सीख रहा हूँ. तो अभी क्या कर रहा है? क्लास कैसे अच्छा देना है वो सीख रहा हूँ. अभी क्या कर रहा है? अभी डिटी वर्शिप सीख रहा हूँ. Okay, that's good, but how much you can digest, that much only you do, Baba. Because you cannot be everywhere. It's not possible. Because I want to be doing everything. No, it is not possible. Krishna has given some special quality to certain people. आप सर फोड़ लोगे भी, आप उस बारे में famous नहीं हो सकते हैं. In today's world you will see this Badam, that person who sang, he became so famous, now he is suffering. Yeah, then Ranu Mondal, you cannot, even if you sing so loudly, you cannot become so famous. Now in today's world, everybody wants to be in YouTube, everybody wants to see, a follower, how many followers you are having. These are all Indra mentality. That I want to be lording over, I want to be the powerful person. It's not possible. We are all humans. So in the devotee, a devotee means those who are practicing Krishna consciousness, we should not forget that the reason why we have come here. To Prabhupada, smartyabhya satatam Vishnu, be smartyabhya na kadannachet. Always remembering Krishna, never forgetting Krishna. So I have taken a vow, in Janmastami. I take many vows and try to do those things. So this time I have taken that there is no need of argument in certain things. You tell whatever is correct, you feel depending on Shastra, and that's all. And second is, you spend time with yourself, with Krishna. There must be a time. And there must be a time when you sit together with your devotees whom you have lot of respect, and you relish Krishna consciousness with them. And request them to help you that how I can achieve for the reason that I have come for. Sometimes we forget, it becomes Gitar Sangsar. You know Gitar Sangsar? How many of you know Gitar Sangsar? Only one, Prabhu only knows. I will tell you. One Guruji gave a Gita to his disciple and said, please take care of it. And he went for a pilgrimage. He was a brahmachari. In a cave he was staying. When he came back after 4 years, he saw he is a family man with kids, and there is a whole village he has created. Then he said that, how did you do that? Then he said that I was just interested to take care of your words. You said that just protect Gita. So I saw one day the mice is coming and eating Gita. To take care of the mice, I got a billy. Billy means cat. To feed the cat, I got the cows. To milk the cow, I got married. And then when I got married, this whole village, Hare Krishna. So this is not my sangsar, this is Gita's sangsar. Till that time also he is saying this is not me. Gita's sangsar. So sometimes, we need to understand that for what reason we have come. Chaitanya Charitamrita says, when the goat feeds, goat is the only animal which gives lot of birth, means at a time, you see what happens actually in Mother Nature has made the animals in such a way that the order in a cow is 4, but in a year only one time they will give one bacha only. So 2 orders are for one baby and 2 orders are for humans. That is cow. And the goat is only 2 orders, but they get lot of children. Only in goats. And then the strongest one, they fight with each other. And the strongest one get the milk of mother. And then when he is drinking the milk, his tail goes in a happy mood. And those kids who are not getting the milk, seeing the brother is shaking the tail, they also imitate tick 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 tick. But how long that tick tick will go on, because they are not getting the milk. So then tick 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 and tick, that will be gone because they are not getting the milk. Similarly, this juice of Krishna consciousness must be drunk every day. There should not be a compromise in that. If you are compromising, then there is problem. Just like बच्चा है ना, बच्चे लोगों को खिलाते हैं, देखे हैं आप, how they feed the kids. ये चंदा आएगा, ये मुन्ना राजा आएगा, ये मुकुल, and then the बच्चा मुंह खोलेगा, हाँ, and ढक करके पिला देगा. तो बाकी दिस चंदा मंदा हेंडा मेंडा ये जो भी है वो तो दूध पिलाने के लिए. Similarly, everything will go on. Preaching, cultivation, singing, dancing, yajna, sevas. But मन रहना चाहिए. Save mana Krishna padara vindayo bacham se vaikunta gunana vartane. You may counsel, you may get counsel, You may get follower, you may not get follower. You may dress the Lord very beautifully, you may not dress the Lord beautifully. Everything is okay as long as intention is pure. And you are focused in one thing. I have come to Prabhupada, I have come to Gurudev. I want to go back to this in this material world, in this lifetime. I don't want to get caught in many things. And then if you are conscious, just like bacha, lulu, so many things goes on. तो उसमें फंसना नहीं. Now I will tell a story and I will end. We got parampara, we got guru, but it depends on us how much seriously we are doing it. कुछ चिड़िया जानते हैं? चिड़िया. हम बचपन में एक गाना था, एक चिड़िया अनेक चिड़िया दाना चुगने आई चिड़िया. सुना था? Previously it was so innocent things were, no? And now ding dang, ding, so many things goes on. So चिड़िया लोगों को the hunter was catching. So they were frustrated by missing their friends. So they went to a guru, Sadhuji, and said, please help us, give us some mantra that we can be saved in this material world. Oh Gurudev. So Gurudev said, what is your problem? Oh, our problem is this. Ah, okay. Chant this mantra. Please chant. बेयाद आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसना नहीं. बोलो. तो उड़ते हुए गए, दीक्षा हो गया, तो जप कर रहे हैं, बेयाद आएगा, दाना डालेगा, जाल बिछाएगा, जाल में फंसा. फिर पेड़ में बैठे बोल रहे हैं, फिर बेयाद आया, सब उड़ के उठ में बैठ गए और सब फंस गए. So we should not be like this panchiya. We need to be grateful and we must be having service attitude. These are the two things saves a devotee, in my understanding, which Ramayana says. If we are serving Sri Gaur Nitai with love, and whatever devotees are saying as seniors, we just follow. ISKCON is a wonderful place. You see, I lost my spiritual master's physical presence before I joined ISKCON full time. I didn't have any problem because my spiritual uncles are still taking care of me, and my spiritual uncles, brothers, and my godbrothers are also taking care of me. So we can't tell that the process is not perfect. No. I have personally experienced it. It works. We just have to follow the instruction and you try your level best to satisfy, and that's all. Certain things need to be ignored which is not needed in our life. And if you are having service attitude and gratitude, kritagyata and seva bhav, then you will be always happy. It is my experience. So we should be thankful to Gaur Nitai. We should be thankful to Newtown ISKCON. So much these devotees have done. So much preaching is happening. Who gives Krishna? Who is actually a Krishna's devotee? Krishna se tomar Krishna dite paro. Tomar shokoti ache. Ami to kangal Krishna Krishna boli dhai tabo pache pache. We should not waste a single moment. Bhagavan prakat ho gaye Golok Vrindavan se. They are so beautiful, isn't it? Give a big Hari Bol. And they are smiling, telling, come, come, ami bina bandhu ke ache tomar. इनके शेल्टर में सो जाओ, सेवा करके आ जाओ, जपमाला ले लो, जप करो, प्रसाद रेडी. चिंता भी नहीं करने का जरूरत है कि गैस का भाव कितना चल रहा है. हरे कृष्णा. बिकॉज भगवान है. इतना फैसिलिटी किसको मिलता है बाबा? बहुनाम जन्मनाम अंते ज्ञानवान प्रपद्यते वासुदेव सर्वमिति समात्मा सुदुर्लभ. So this Janmashtami must be, we are dedicated to Gaur Nitai, we are dedicated to ISKCON Newtown, this whole project Prabhupada wanted. And we should do it with love. And then no idhar udhar dekhna. Just sing beautiful Shri Shri Gauranitai. Wish you all a very, very happy Janmastami. Thank you very much for tolerating me. And please bless that I can always be at the lotus feet of Hari Guru and Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis like you all. Then I will be very much saved in my devotional service. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Gaur Premanande. Hare Hare.
Anybody want to ask any questions? Anybody wants to ask any question? We can take 2 minutes question.
If you have time, because... Okay.
Anybody has any question? They can opportunity to ask.
प्रश्न नहीं रहने का दो कारण हो सकते हैं, या तो आप सब समझ गए या तो कुछ भी नहीं समझे. ओके, शी हैज सम क्वेश्चन. So basically the simple thing, the Guru asks to just focus on Gita and Gita's teachings by hearted. But he just did it externally. It was not internal. That's the thing. So he literally understood how to take care. He never understood just like the Panchya. They got the mantra, but they never understood the power, but what he is trying to save us actually. So sometimes, you get something, there is a saying in Bengali, Daant thakle danter morjada dayna. When you have teeth, you don't take care. And then when they start falling, you go to the dentist. And then you brush like this, brush your teeth. Brush it every day. Papa, mama, dada, mama, brush it every day. And then you wear it, and then you smile. But mine is till now okay, this is original only. But the thing is that is the saying, that when you have something, you don't take care. So that's the analogy has been given Gita Sangsar. Okay? Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. एक जन और एक जन है.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thanks for the wonderful class. Prabhuji, my question is that this material world we see, especially in offices while we work, so there's always a race, and wherein you have to keep yourself as the center of everything. Unless you are not the center, you will not rise up, and then ultimately you will be thrown out of this. And in spirituality, we see we have to keep Krishna as the center. And so how we can switch these both aspects once we are in material world and once in the in temple and among devotees.
Two example has been given, I always give, is that like the mothers in Rajasthan, when they bring the water from different places, they talk to each other, a lot of things, ye hua, wo hua, but their concentration goes into the water that is above their head, that wo gir nahi jaye. Similarly, the example has been given that when a nurse or a daima in your home taking care of your kids, but they are saying that my sona, my chanda, my lala, my jivan ka sahara, but at that time they are thinking about their grandkids and her or his children. Similarly, things will be there if your sadhana is very strong. This is my understanding, and I suggest like that. Because बाहर में तो जो करना है प्रभु आपको वो तो करना ही है. But if your sadhana is very strong and if you are having a very good spiritual lifestyle, you can cope it. But if it is not spiritually dovetailed, it's very difficult. You see whatever is happening in the world, I don't want to mention because I think it is online going. Very difficult. So samatvam, Krishna says, unless and until one person is balanced. So that intelligence comes when you are devoted. How to take care of it. When you are performing your daily sadhana very nicely. That is our Raksha Kavaj. Tesham satata juktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogantang yenno mama prajantite. I will give an example. Srila Gurudev invited his scholarly teachers, he was doing PhD in Janmastami, and for giving a feast to them. During that time, his mentors, materially mentors, they were there. And one of them said, and his disciples were there also, Gurudev disciples were there. So the mentors were telling that, Swami, we heard that you can't understand Krishna unless until you are a devotee. Is it true? Now it is a very tricky question depending on time, place and circumstances there. If he says yes, which is actually correct from the Srimad Bhagavatam, then they will consider you as a cult in America because they are different. And if he says no, then he is speaking which is not Shastric. And his disciples are hearing that. You know what he said? He said, you don't need to be a devotee of Krishna to understand Srimad Bhagavatam. I will explain it to you. Isn't it so sweet and philosophically correct? And he satisfied his teacher, his disciples also were telling what Gurudev will going to answer. Because he is a devotee, and devotee can understand Srimad Bhagavatam, can explain it so nicely. So these are the situation happens. Even I worked also in architecture firm as AutoCAD designer, where all of them were not so much into spirituality, but some or other I survived for 4 years, Hare Krishna. And some or other, they are still in touch with me. So it depends. If you are sincere, I'm not saying I'm very sincere, but I'm saying that if you're just trying, Krishna will send you help. But sabere aur sham jo bhakti ka hai, वो तो करना पड़ेगा. Then you will be strong. Okay, let us end here. And anyone has any question, they can come to me personally. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.